Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome again, students, to the subject engineering drawing. Today we will see a little bit introduction of engineering drawing and the instruments used in engineering drawing. This is our week first, and it's our first lecture of the first week. In the first semester, this subject offers for the first year students. This subject has no prerequisites. I'm your course teacher. My name is Engineer Kamazaman, and you can access me through kamar.civil@suit.edu.pk, and you can access to this course to the helping materials of engineering drawing using your own IDs to portal.suit.edu.pk. Coming towards the introduction, in the introduction section we will see engineering drawing, types of drawings, as well as the instruments used in engineering drawing. So first of all, we will see the introduction of engineering drawing. Engineering drawing is a graphical representation of an object or a part of it, and is the result of creative thought by an engineer or technician. This statement says that drawing is a graphical representation of an object. First part is that it is a graphical representation of an object. The other part is or part of it. Part of it means that the part of an object, and is the result of creative thought by engineer or technician. And the engineering and the drawing is the creative thought of engineer or a technician. We will see that what is the difference between sketch and drawing. So let's see that what is the difference between sketch and drawing. So sketch is made without drafting tools. It's clear here that sketch is made without drafting tools. For example, if you want to construct anything, any object, so we just use a pencil without using any regular drawing instruments. We can use only a pencil and can draw, or a pen and can draw any sketch. So this is a sketch. Just pencil and paper is enough for a sketch. Scale is approximate, not accurate. Scale is just taken as an approximate but not accurate, but the sketch should still look like an object. It is here clear that the sketch must be clear like the object. For example, if you want to construct a building, it must look like a building. However, the rules, the other dimensions can be approximate, that is scale can be approximate, not accurate. But in the drawing is made with drafting tools, that is ruler, set squares, protractor and compass. In the drawing these tools must be used. For example, rulers, set squares, protractor and compass, etc. can be used. Scale should be accurate and the drawing carefully be made. Here it's clear that scale should be accurate. And in the first topic, that is sketch, there is approximate scale, while in the drawing scale should be accurate and the drawing must be drawn carefully. However, there you can see, but the sketch should still look like the object. It is the difference between sketch and drawing. There are two main differences. That is, the first one is scale and the other one is sketch must be look carefully and drawn carefully in the drawing, while here it's not much matters. So this is the difference between sketch and drawing. Now coming towards the types of drawings, there are four types of drawings. engineering drawing, architectural drawing, or technical drawings, as built drawings. We will see one by one all of these types. That was it. What is engineering drawings, architectural drawings, technical drawings, and in the last, that is as built drawings. First, we want to see that what is engineering drawing? A schematic representation of a building, object, or component made according to defined conventions and projected to serve in the construction. This is known as engineering drawing. While in architectural drawing, a sketch, diagram, plan, or schematic used to draw, construct, and document buildings and other structures. This is known as architecture drawing. As built drawing. In as built drawing, architectural drawing that reflects changes made during the construction process. You can see here that is changes made during the construction process is used in engineering drawing. As built drawing, recording references between the original and the completed structure. This can be seen as built drawing. The fourth one is technical drawing, a graphic using lines and symbols that follow specific conventions of scales and projection. That is typically used in architecture, construction, engineering, or mapping purpose. This is known as technical drawing. So these are four types of drawings. The first one is engineering drawing, the second one is architectural drawing, third one is as-built drawings, and in the fourth one is technical drawings. Now coming towards the drawing instruments and their uses. The list is given. First, it's given that what is drawing board, how it can be used, and what types of drawing boards are provided. So the drawing instruments and their use we will see one by one. That is drawing board. The other one is t-square. What is t-square and how it can be used? The third one is set square and how it can be used. The fourth one is scales and how it can be used and types of scales. Protractor. The fifth one is protractor and what is protractor and how it can be used and how the angles etc can be measured using protractor. The sixth one is French curves and how French curves can be utilized for drawing purposes. Seventh is drawing papers. Eighth is drawing pencils, eraser or rubber that is used for rubbing purpose, for clearing purpose. Uh, Drawing pins commonly used to fix the sheets on drawing table or drawing board. Sandpaper block is used for pencil sharpening. Dusters for clearing for purpose is used. Drafting machine is another type of instrument that is used. It's the combination of protractor, set squares, and T square and vertical and horizontal scales. Drafting machine, drawing instrument box. It is geometry box. It consists of large size compass and small bow compass, lengthening bar, large size divider and small size divider, and ink pen. So these four things are uh, found in the drawing instrument box. Now coming towards one by one to the every topic. That is the first one is drawing board. It's clear that every board we see is used for example, a whiteboard or blackboard. Like these boards, there is a drawing board. However, the drawing board is not fixed on the walls, etc. It can be used on the ground like a table. It is a rectangular in shape. It's clear that it is a rectangular in shape. It is cleated at the back by two buttons to prevent wrapping. There are two buttons besides the table or the drawing board to prevent it from braking, etc. The front side is used as working edge on which T square is made to slide. The front side, for example, this is a drawing table. This front size is used for T square sliding, and the other one is fixed with a table or etc. The it should be perfectly straight. It is clear that it should be kept straight to draw easily any drawing. It is varies in size. Its selection depends upon the size of the sheet paper. It's clear that the sizes might be vary, and it depends upon the paper size. For example, if you want to use a zero page, that is a zero sheet, so which one drawing board will you prefer? Or if you are using a4, then which one drawing board will you prefer? So this drawing board depends upon the drawing paper or drawing sheets sizes. And this is a common drawing board which is used for drawing purpose. And now coming towards T square, it's another drawing instrument. It consists of two stalk and the blade joined at right angle to each other. This statement says that it consists of two parts. Two part mean that this one is known as stalk and the other one, that is horizontal, this is known as a blade. So it consists of two parts. The first one is stalk and this one is known as blade. The stalk is placed adjoining the working edge of the board and is made to slide on it. This stalk is kept through the drawing table. For example, this is a drawing sheet and or drawing table or drawing board, and this is a T square. So this place is kept here to slide easily up and down. Uses of the T square is that it can be used for drawing horizontal lines. For example, this is a T square. You can here draw a horizontal line, or here you can draw a horizontal line. It also provides working edge of T square. Is also used as a base for set squares to draw vertical lines, inclined or mutually parallel lines. It can be used for as a base. For example, if you want to construct a horizontal vertical line, so here we can keep a set square and easily draw a vertical line. If we want to draw an inclined line, we can also keep the set square and draw a inclined line. So these are the instruments, that is set square and T square, which can be used for vertical as well as inclined and horizontal lines. These are the different types of T squares. For example, here you can see that it is a steel T square. This one is known as plastic or isomer T square, and this one is wooden T square. Any one of you can use any kind of T square, whether it is wooden, steel or isomer. It depends upon you. Now coming towards the set squares, that what is set squares? Set squares are mainly made of wood, tin or plastic. Two forms of set squares are generally used. The first one, they are triangular in shape with one corner in each right angle. They are triangular in shape. For example, I want to construct here a set square. This one is a set square, and in this set square you can see here 90-degree angle. Here is a 90-degree angle, and there are two different set squares. The first one consists of 30-60, if I like it is 30 and 60. Here the angle is 30, here the angle is 60, and there is 90. And the other one is 45, 45, and 90. This one is 45, 45, and 90 degree. There are two types of set square. So the first one consists of 30, 60, 90, and the other one is 45, 45, and 90. Different applications of these set square. However, for a simple angle, that is 30, 30, 60, and 45, we can use these set squares. Uses of set squares are given here. Used for all straight lines except horizontal lines. These are generally used for small lines, that of small length lines. We use set square. Simple angles, that is 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. However, you can see that here are 30 and 60, but the 15 degree angle is not mentioned here in the set square. It can be drawn using the combine both 45, 45, 90, and the 30, 60, 90 set square. So it can easily be constructed using combination of these two set squares. These are the few examples of set squares. This one consists of 40, 40, 45, 45, and 90. Here you can see 30, 60, and 90. It's also 90, 60, and 30. Here you can see 45, 45, and 90 degree. Scales are made of wood, steel, plastic, or cardboard. Scales may be flat or triangular cross section. These scales may be flat or triangular. Triangular means that it can be like this one. For example, you can see here are different calibration. For example, on the one side there will be inches, and the second one here will be millimeters, and the third one there will be centimeters, etc. So in the triangular cross section there may be different units. In the flat scales here can also be different units. Protractor. So protractor, they are flat and circular or semicircular in shape. You can see here that it is a semicircular protractor. It is calibrated from 0 to 180 from left to right, and from right to left you can see from 0 to 180. Whether you want to measure angle from left to or from right, you can use this protractor. The common type of protractors is semicircular and 100 millimeter in diameter. The diameter of the common protractor is 100 millimeter, that is 10 centimeter. Its circumferential edge is graduated to 1 degree division, is numbered at every 10 degree interval, and is readable from both sides or from both ends. You can see here that is from 0, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to 180 degree. The diameter of the semicircular protractor is called the base of the protractor. This one is known as the base of the protractor. We must keep in mind, if you want to see or to measure the angle, this point, that is here it's a line and here is a point. This point must be keep on the line or on the area which we want to measure. For example, this is a line, and here this is an inclined line, and we want to measure the angle of this line. So for this purpose, this protractor should be kept here. That is, the point that is given on the protractor must be lying on this space. However, if we will move up and down, the real angle would not be measured easily. French curves are used for drawing curves which cannot be drawn with compass. Faint freehand curve is first drawn through the noun points, and finally these curves are neatly drawn with the aid of the French curves. It's clear from the statements. Both statements says that where we cannot draw a curve easily with compass, then we use French curves. For example, simple curve that we can draw with the help of a compass is okay, but in some cases the curve may not be simple. Like here you can see that this is a curve, and this curve cannot be easily drawn with the help of a compass or any other simple instruments. So we use the French curves. There are different parts, sides, edges, and the French curves that can be utilized for smooth, faint, freehand, smooth curves. Like here, if you want to construct a smooth curve, we can use this part, or somewhere else we can use this part, or might be this part. So these are the French curves that is used for um, complicated curves, that is which cannot be easily drawn using compasses. Coming towards drawing papers that are generally used in drawing purposes. So different varieties of drawing papers are available for different drawing purposes. For ordinary pencil drawing, the paper selected should be strong and tough. It is a very important statement that the paper which we use for drawing purpose must be strong and tough. It should not be too thin that it can easily be rough or tear with the use of pencil. The standard sizes of drawing papers recommended are A0, which size is in millimeter, 841 to 11. Mean width and length is, for example, 841 is the width, so the length would be 1189 millimeter. So A0, A1, A2, A3, A4 and F5 are different sheets that are used for drawing purposes. Drawing pencils. Drawing pencils are very important for any drawing purpose because it can easily be erased after if we draw something wrong or mistakenly we draw any line, etc., that is not required. So the accuracy and appearance of a drawing depend upon the quality of a pencil used. It says that if we want a clear drawing, we must use a good quality pencils. The grade of a pencil lead is usually shown by figures and letters marked at one of its ends. Grades can be seen that it is the grade 1, grade 2, grade H, grade HB, grade B, etc. are shown on the pencils. The increase in hardness shown by the value of figure put in front of the letter, that is H, for example 2H, 3H, 4H. It shows the hardness of a pencil, while the grades become softer according to the figure placed in front of the letter B. That is 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, etc. It shows the softness of a pencil. However, in the middle, HB pencil is placed. For example, there are three types of pencils. This side is for H, this one is for B, and in the middle here is HB. This pencil is of medium size. This pencil grading for uh, hardness. It shows hardness of a pencil, and this pencils that is for B1, B2, B3, or 2B, 3B, 4B, etc. shows softness of a pencil. Here you can see 6H, 5H, 4H, 3H, 2H, and H. These are harder. Now here HB, B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 7B, and 2, 8B. These are the softer pencils. Eraser. Soft rubber is the most suitable eraser used for drawing erasing purpose. The quality of the rubber should be kept high to not spoil the surface of the drawing sheet. Uh, Often we see that the common rubber is used when used for drying erasing purpose uh, uh, different uh, like tearness and breaks the paper. However, the good quality the good quality eraser may be used to clear the sheet to avoid any disturbance on the paper. Drawing pins, these are used to fix the drawing paper on the drawing board, generally made up of steel. You can see here these are the different types of drawing pins and are made of steel. The pins should be so inserted that the heads sit on the surface of the paper. These are the heads. These are the heads, and these heads must be on the surface of the paper that the paper would not be would not move. Clips or adhesive tapes are also used instead of the pins. We can use clips and adhesive tapes for the purpose of fixing the drying papers. This is sandpaper block. This consists of wooden block about 150 into 50 into 12 millimeter thick with a piece of sandpaper pasted on about half of its length. Here you can see that it shows that the length, width, and thickness is 150, 50, and 12 millimeter for a sandpaper block. Duster, as you know that during drawing uh, it comes that sometimes we draw a line or any curve etc that is not required and we want to remove. After removing the rest after removing that line uh, through rubber, the dust remains on the sheet. So using the duster, the dust can be clear. So duster should preferably be of tall cloth or convenient size. Before starting drying, all the instruments should be cleaned with the duster. Coming towards drafting machine, the uses and advantage of the T-square, set square, scales, and protector are combined in the drafting machine. As I said in the beginning of the class, that the use and advantage of T-square, set square, scales, and protector are combined in the drafting machine. Its one end is clamped by means of a screw to the distant longer edge of the drawing board. On the other end, an adjustable head edge having protector marking is fitted. It's like I want to. This one is the picture of the drafting machine. The machine has a mechanism M which keeps the blades away parallel to their original position wherever they may be moved on the board. Here it's the explanation of a drafting machine. This side is fixed on the drawing table, and here is a mechanism M, which keeps the uh, parts parallel to each other. And here you can see there is a compass set T square, and for vertical lines here is uh, a scale that is fixed in the drafting machine. Large size compass and small bow compass. Compass is used for drawing arc or circle on the drawing sheet. It's clear that compass is used for drawing arcs or circle on the drawing sheet. It consists of two legs hinged in the upper end. It's clear. And both large and small size compasses are available for drawing. Here you can see that it is a compass and it is hinged on the upper part. Both the legs are fixed. Here you can see, and here you can see. Lengthening bar, circle of more than 150 millimeter radius are drawn with the aid of the lengthening bar. Sometimes we cannot draw a larger diameter circle with the ordinary compass. So the lengthening bar is attached to the compass for a higher diameter circle or a higher radius circle. Dividers. What are the dividers? The dividers are used to divide curved or straight lines into desired number of equal parts. For example, here are different lines, and we want to uh, divide these lines equally. So the divider may be used to divide the line. To transfer dimension from one part of the drawing to another, it can also be used for transferring the length or dimensioning for one part to the another. For example, this is 1 millimeter and we want to draw a 1 millimeter line here, so we keep just the divider here and draw a 1 millimeter distance or division here. To set off given distance from scale to the drawing, it can also be used for different distances set offs. This is the divider that is used for different dividing purpose or taking any dimensioning from one place to another. Thank you. Up to this extent our lecture ends. If you have any question, you can ask me a question in the forum or call directly me, or you can email me by my email, that is I have shown in the first slide, that is kamar.sewell@soot.edu.pk. Thank you. I hope you got this lecture. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.